Hello, amazing, wonderful, beautiful beings. This is Milena. Today, and for a while now, I've been wanting to talk about this particular thing that we're all aware of in one way or another, but it's a huge thing that disempowers us. It's an energy that finds its sneaky ways into our lives, even though we're often aware of it. And what I'm talking about is competition. Okay, I know we're all aware of it. We've heard it by now. We know it's a divisive energy that tends to separate people. But I do want to look at it deeply because, like I said, sometimes it sneaks its way in and often does affect our actions and how we see ourselves, how we feel, and how much we allow ourselves to create and use our own power. One of the things that drew my attention recently to it was a commercial that my daughter decided to bring to my attention and ask me about. It was about a very, very popular company, but the commercial was literally the whole time bad-mouthing and comparing themselves to another company, their major competitor. The way they were advertising themselves and trying people to buy their services was telling how horrible the other company was. Yes, for many thousands of years, this is how we have run the game, run the show. There have been many channels through which that information, that idea, that competition is great and necessary, have reached us from anywhere and everywhere. We're told that competition is good, that it encourages growth, that it provides better products, that it provides better services, it encourages growth within us, it stimulates the economy and profit and money making and all of these other things. But all of that has been absolute BS, because what has it done, really? Yeah, we have a lot of variety of products that we don't necessarily need. We have a lot of exhausted people. If I ask anybody and I say, are we stronger, are we better when we compete against each other or when we work together? We would all say it's a no-brainer, of course, when we're united, when we work together. Well, then why do we continue doing the opposite? Because, but when it comes to business and we have to compete. Very recently, somebody was asking in a post in a group on Facebook how to market themselves. And one of the recommendations was you need to tell your clients, your potential clients, how you're better than the rest. And that's one of my personal reasons why I've been feeling so kind of repulsed by marketing and how it used to be done up until now, until I found a lot more resonant ways of marketing, especially when it comes to business. If you're a coach or you work with people or you give sessions, do you compete with other coaches? Do you say how horrible they are or how they do a decent job, but you do a better job? Because if I need to tell you how horrible somebody else is, how much they suck, in order for you to think that I'm better, then I'm probably not that good myself. And why do we feel that we need to do that? Well, all of that is based on a huge idea, on the sense of lack of abundance, lack of clients, lack of money, lack of whatever. There isn't enough to go around. And that ties back to the idea of our struggle to survive, and that we need to compete, because if we don't, we're not going to survive. Really? Or when we collaborate and support each other, isn't the likelihood of us not only surviving but thriving much higher? The reason why I'm bringing it up is because we are now in this period very in an accelerated fashion, very rapidly transitioning to that new way of seeing things, to that new paradigm. And yes, a lot of us are still not there, because a lot of those subconscious programs are still running, that we need to compete, that makes us better, and that ultimately we will not be well and we would not survive unless we do that. But in critical moments that we have had as persons, maybe as family units, as nations, as humanity, what do? We come together and we start supporting each other and collaborating and working together, because intuitively we know and have always known that this is when we are stronger. And when we all bring those powers together, we become tremendously powerful. We become unstoppable. And those programs and all those beliefs that makes us think that competition and comparison is good are there to divide us and disempower us. And more, every single day, more and more of us are recognizing that. But let's look at some of the sneakier ways in which we might still be subscribing or carrying that energy within us without actually recognizing it. When we subconsciously compare ourselves to others, when we start feeling bad that maybe we're not contributing as much, or somebody has more or better abilities than us, if we feel like they are using more spiritual tools or they're more advanced, or we think sometimes, I don't manifest things so easily, they manifest things faster. Yeah, let's be honest, we do have these thoughts sometimes, whether we speak them out loud or not. That means that we're still engaging in that comparison, in that competition, in that division. Because otherwise, we would understand that in that group, in that collaborative effort, all of our unique skills are needed. And it's great that they have other skills different to us. Because if we all had the same skills, we probably, Gaia and the human collective wouldn't have placed us in the same place. We would be somewhere different because all of the same is not needed in one place. In order to create something, we need different energies, different skills, different abilities to come together so that everything that is needed is produced and taken care of. You came here to bring you. So let's do that. And what do we do when we meet up or we work in a group together with people with different energies and skills and abilities? We map, we unite, we co-create. Every single aspect of your life will feel so much more supported when we start recognizing and unplugging those big or small moments in our lives when we still carry that energy of competition and division. Honestly, I used to make that mistake too because I was so programmed to think that, well, I need to tell, why are you better than this person? Why are you better than the other candidates for this job? I've been asked that question at interviews. What do you say? Honestly, I don't know the other candidates. They might be absolutely amazing. And what I can tell you about me is this. You make that decision. So I invite you to look at your own lives. And when you feel a slight dissonant energy, ask yourself, do I carry somewhere in my field an energy that is divisive, something of competition and comparison? And just drop that and see how you can unite, you can contribute, you can add your energy, and you can allow the skills and the abilities and the energies of others to add to your world, opposite to what we've been taught. This does not create lack for us. That doesn't take anything away from us. On the contrary, that is one of the biggest doors to us allowing more support, more power, and that collective power that we have to enter into our fields, our lives, and our creation. Let's do that. What do you say? And if you need more help incorporating or figuring out the ways in which you sabotage yourself by embodying these energies in your life so that you can unplug them and clear them, book a session at askmilena.com. Remember to subscribe to my newsletter as well as the channel, and click on the bell down below so that you get notified of all future videos which come out on Friday. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.